The story traders are made to believe that the key reason they're unprofitable is because of their psychology, their risk management, or their poor discipline, but in reality it's something else, something so simple it hides in plain sight on every single trade. Let me ask you something. Why does every trading mentor, every brokerage ad, every YouTube guru keep saying that trading is simple? Why do they all push the same idea that anyone can get rich with just a basic technical strategy? It's because they're selling you a fantasy, a dream, a carefully crafted illusion to keep you depositing, to keep you trading, and most importantly, to keep you losing.
Easy fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust. It doesn't exist. It's never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not real.
Here's what's actually happening. The market is not clean, okay? It's not designed to reward you for drawing out pretty zones and then calling it a strategy. The market moves where the money is sitting, and most of the time that money is yours. Where do you put your stop loss? Below a demand zone? Below a liquidity? Exactly, that's what everyone does, and that's why those levels get swept out so often. Because the institution in this game, the real players,
This is the greatest company in the world!
they don't need to just hit buy and sell. They need your orders to actually place trades. They need volume, they need liquidity, and most importantly, they need you. Look at this clean demand zone here. Retail traders see this, they think, oh, a great place to go for long. They enter right here, stop loss just below the zone. What happens now? Price comes down here, sweeps all the stop losses sitting underneath, and then explodes all the way to your take profit. So did the zone hold? No, it was used so investors can actually enter on these orders, and then after all these people got stopped out, investors entered over here, they just hit these insane trades, what we miss out. So I'm going to show you how you can avoid this and how you can trade like the investors do. So when you lose, what do they tell you?
You need to control your emotions.
Risk management is one of the most important things.
Do not revenge trade.
Yes, those things matter a lot, but that's not the actual reason why you keep losing. So I'm going to show you why you keep losing, and then I'm going to show you how you can fix it. Okay, so first up, I just want to get this out the way that I trade supply and demand. That's it. I'm not using some secret, mysterious, holy grail strategy. I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything like that, but I do trade it better than anyone else. I just added a few confluences that actually make the strategy profitable and consistent. So I have a perfect example here. As you can see, you have a normal supply and demand. Well, a demand zone here, okay? You got a clean demand zone, right? Most traders would enter right here, just on the touch. As you can see, stop loss just below the zone. And then what happens? They just get stopped out, okay? They get stopped out immediately, but here's the thing. The reason you lost here is actually way more simple than you think, okay? You're not thinking like a bank, you're thinking like retail traders, okay? And I get it. This might sound a bit confusing at first, but once you watch this video, trust me, you'll understand it. So ask yourself this, over 95% of traders lose, and over 70% of traders trade ICT. So would you trade ICT? Obviously not. That just doesn't make any sense. You need to find your own edge and then build around that edge, okay? So let me actually break this trade down. As you can see, you took this normal demand zone over here. You just got stopped out. Most traders enter here, just below the zone, and yep, they got faked out. But the zone isn't random, okay? It is bait, okay? So as you can see, I trade supply and demand as well, like I said. And now price came all the way down to this demand zone. So what do I do here exactly? Okay, all I do is just wait. Okay, I let people get stopped out here, and then I enter here at my zone just below where everyone got wiped out. This is where the real move happens, and this is where you can hit insane trades like this. Okay, I'll just have entered on this bullish close, stop loss just over here, not like normal supply and demand traders do, and a take profit up here. All right, crazy trades like this. Okay, now what is extremely crucial for this strategy is having liquidity in front of the zone, because most stop losses are placed above or below obvious highs and lows. So as you can see, lots of stop losses were placed down over here. They all got stopped out, and then banks and institutions and investors, they all wait until they go stopped out. They take those orders, and then you have zones like this, and then you enter here, and I just join them. I trade like they do, and I hit insane trades like this. So let me show you a quick another example. So I have another example right here. As you can see, this is my demand zone. Now the crucial thing here is that you have liquidity sitting right above the zone. All kinds of stop losses, all kinds of strategies, they all have stop losses just below over here. Now what happens now? They get stopped out. As you can see, they got stopped out, came back to my demand zone, and then I enter here. Now I entered over here. It's a different rule for that. You can watch my full course about my strategy, but that's not what I'm going to talk about in this video. So as you can see, hit insane trades like this, okay? And as you can see, there's a normal demand zone here, and they got stopped out once again. As you can see, they get stopped out instantly, okay? Instantly get stopped out, pushed down back to my demand zone, and then you hit insane trades like this. Now, you don't have to take my strategy, okay? Just use what's profitable for you, but you have to build your own edge. You have to think like the banks do, so you can hit insane trades like this. So the lesson of this video is not to trade like the retail traders, okay? You need to start thinking smarter. You need to start thinking like the big players do, people who trade with billions. And of course, you don't have the billions yet.